Hi friends, it's Deanna Williston with Our Blooming Catholic Life. You'll have to forgive me. I tried so hard to make this series of 3 videos for you. My voice is probably going. I'll do my best. And why am I pushing it so hard to make it? Because I don't want to leave you without. I don't want to miss this time together. We're closing out Psalm 129, De Profundis. It's such a short little psalm. We're right here at the end, and it's such a powerful one. It's one that's easy to remember. It is both penitential and quite joyous, isn't it? This one really exemplifies the Franciscan joy of penance. It really does. It really does, doesn't it? It's very Franciscan. Of course, it's very Christian. It's very Catholic. It is very Jewish. It's all here. It's just so beautiful. I'm actually going to do a little different this time. I'm going to mix up and read sometimes just our second part. Sometimes I'm going to read the whole thing. It's so short. We'll see what happens here. See where we are led to go. Wait, did we say St. Francis's prayer before the crucifix? I don't even know. Let's go ahead. Here's our crucifix. Go ahead and look at that. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Summe glorioso Deus, illumina tenebras cordis mehi, et da mihi fidem rectum, spem certina et caritatem perfectum, Domini et faciam tuum sanctum, et verax mandatum. Amen. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Out of the depths I have cried to thee, O Lord. Lord, hear my voice. Let thy ears be attentive to the voice of my supplication. If thou, O Lord, will mark iniquities, Lord, who shall stand it? For with thee there is merciful forgiveness. And by reason of thy law, I have waited for thee, O Lord. My soul hath relied on his word. My soul hath hoped in the Lord. From the morning watch, even until the night, let Israel hope in the Lord. Because with the Lord there is mercy, and with him plentiful redemption, and he shall redeem Israel from all his iniquities. What a hope in the Messiah. Lord, save me. My soul hath relied on his word. My soul hath hoped in the Lord. From the morning watch and even until the night, let Israel hope in the Lord. Because with the Lord there is mercy, and with him plentiful redemption, and he shall redeem Israel from all his iniquities. Sorry. Out of the depths I have cried to thee, O Lord. Lord, hear my voice. Let thy ears be attentive to the voice of my supplication. If thou, O Lord, will mark iniquities, Lord, who shall stand it? For with thee there is merciful forgiveness, and by reason of thy law I have waited for thee, O Lord. My soul hath relied on his word, my soul hath hoped in the Lord. From the morning watch even until the night, let Israel hope in the Lord. Because with the Lord there is mercy, and with him plenteous redemption. And he shall redeem Israel from all his iniquity. It's such a great and wonderful reminder. It's so easy in times of political nonsense going on, everybody pointing fingers at the other, or pointing fingers at leaders, at different people in government. A lot of finger pointing goes on, right? Just even in our daily lives, this person did that, I did this, they did that. And it's easy to forget, but if the Lord looked at my sins, it's easy to complain about others. But when you take a look at yourself, it's not so great sometimes, is it? So with the Lord, there's plenteous redemption. Lent is really a time to go a little soul searching, to look at ourselves. It's not saying you can't judge others, but better take that beam out of your own eye first. So let's go do that. Spend some time taking that beam out of our eye. You may get stuck into some sort of online disagreement. And if you feel that there's name calling or bullying or untruths being told, you can stay in there. You can state your objections to it. You can make sure you're not doing it, that you're not being pulled in. But at some point, if it continues, you have borne witness to the truth. You can pray for the other people. But if it doesn't improve, it's okay to step away. Say, this is not healthy for anyone. I'm going to step back here. And you can just step back Pray for them. Don't worry about it. The Lord will take care of it. Where you work on yourself at this point. We talked about in one of our other videos, making sure your oxygen mask was on first, making sure your family had at least the bare minimum before you went and gave all your money away. Also keeping intention, the widow with the son who only had a little bit of flour and a little bit of oil when the prophet came. What does that look like for you? But also, right? She didn't say, hey, there's this rich guy down the street. He won't even give me any food. But if you go down there, he'll probably help you out, right? She didn't try that. She didn't say, go down there. I barely have enough. So what does that look like? She was willing to look at her own poverty. And I am speaking here metaphorically, but she was willing to look at her own poverty, and she gave out of that poverty. What is something that you have that you can give to people out of? It could be a strong faith and trust in the Lord. It could be a call for justice and righteousness. But work on your relationship with the Lord too. They can work on theirs. You can be a positive witness sometimes by your life. Witness by your life more than your finger pointing. I think we had that. There was one day where there were three criminals up on crosses, right? And one said to the other, this other man has done nothing, but we are justly punished. He was willing to look into his own poverty and to give witness to Jesus' sacrifice. How do we give that witness? Do we look at ourselves and say, oh, okay, we deserve what's happening to us, but not that guy over there? There's a lot to think about here, a lot to unpack, right? We've had a lot to unpack this week. These are just reflections, by no means am I speaking dogma here. These are just my reflections, me being open and honest with you all as we enter into the Lenten season. And just, I know things that have been going on in my life. Obviously, I've been a part of some online discussions that I have tried to bear witness. I don't know that I was successful, but you do the best you can sometimes, right? Do the best you can. Friends, let's say our prayer for spiritual communion, because that is always good to do. This one's a little long and my voice is going, so let's see if we can find a shorter one by popping back here to the index. Communion. Rusty's whistling, snoring over there. Invitation of Christ, prayer for grace. Before. There we go, spiritual. Let's try 247. Let's see here, 247. It's between two bookmarks, so it's a little tricky. Oh, St. Alphonsus Liguori, it's just as long as the one we had, but whatever, we chose it. We'll go ahead. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. My Jesus, I believe that thou art in the most holy sacrament. I love thee above all things. I long for thee in my soul. Since I cannot now receive thee sacramentally, come at least spiritually into my heart. I embrace thee as already there, and unite myself wholly to thee. Never permit me to be separated from thee. Jesus, my good, my sweet love, wound, inflame this heart of mine, so that it may be always and all on fire for thee. To note that Pope Leo XIII gave this an indulgence if you say this once a day. See if I could, I don't know if I could try it again. I'll try it again for you, friends. My Jesus, I believe that thou art in the most holy sacrament. I love thee above all things, and I long for thee in my soul. Since I cannot receive thee now sacramentally, come at least spiritually into my heart. I embrace thee as already there, and unite myself wholly to thee. Never permit me to be separated from thee. Jesus, my good, my sweet love, wound, inflame this heart of mine, that it may be always and all on fire for thee. Amen. Such a beautiful prayer, friends. I had not heard that one before. May the Lord bless us all and draw us closer to him, even as we look at ourselves. Look at ourselves, friends, as we draw closer to him and bear witness to him this Lenten season. Thank you for watching. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.